my beautiful subbies and my future subbies. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the channel. If you're new, if you like what you hear when I get into these messages, please be sure to subscribe. Oh my goodness, I know it's been a minute, and I know y'all be like, oh, you always say it's been a minute, but it has, and y'all know I'm taking my breaks. But what I have for you all today is something a little different, something totally different than what I usually do. I got a little tired of, using the decks that I use, so I decided to create my own messages. So what we're going to do here today is we are going to do a pick-a-pal. Like the pick-a-cards they have. Instead of this being a pick-a-card, this is going to be a pick-a-pal. So what I'm going to do is ring my singing bell. Handy dandy, handy dandy. After I'm finished ringing my singing bell, I'm going to give you all a chance to choose your particular pal. We have 3 different pals here. This is pal number 1. This is pal number 2. And of course, this is pal number 3. After you all choose your pal, I'm going to reveal the card because it is a card up under here. I'm going to reveal the card. Then once I reveal the card, I have my dice, and I'm going to shake my dice, drop them, and depending on the number, like for instance, this is 3 and 2 is 5. So let's just say I was doing pile number 1. I would go ahead and pull 5 messages from this particular pile. So without further ado, and I will have timestamps for all my people who don't have patience and they want to get straight to their pal. Check the description box below for the timestamps. So, with all of that being said, I also want to let you guys know that the messages are general, okay? Now, the messages in my pals are pretty wide. There's a wide range of things that these particular messages could cover. So just keep in mind as you're listening to the pal of your choice, just listen to the messages that resonate with you, and those messages that don't resonate with you, of course, chunk them out, because just because they don't resonate with you doesn't mean that they won't resonate with anyone else who watches this video. So let's go ahead and center ourselves before you choose. Go ahead and take a beautiful deep breath in on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. All right, and these messages are for May 2021. I'm going to go ahead and move pile 2 and 3 out of the way and go straight into pile number 1. Let's see how we're going to do this, because there's a lot of pieces of paper. Let me move these within pile number 3. So I'm going to move these piles to the side. And let's get into pile number 1. So let's get started for those of you who chose pile number 1. What is your overall energy for May? Oh my goodness, the moon card. So you know what this tells me, pile number 1? This tells me for a lot of you, May may be a very emotional month. Okay, the moon card also deals with the women around you. So you may be paying a lot more attention to your mother this month. Okay, you may be seeing, if you're married, to my fellas, I'm talking to my fellas when it comes to this particular part of the message. If you're married, you may be paying more attention to your wife's needs at this particular time. It may be some heart-to-heart conversations that you all have had where you had a chance to see, you know what, maybe I was not as attentive to my wife's needs. And so therefore you're being more receptive to what she needs. And just to keep things in perspective with this message as well, for my ladies as well, you may be asking your mother for more advice in the month of May. Also, grandmother, okay? If your grandmother has passed and you have an altar for her, you may be being sure to set out, you know, her favorite food, things of that such. If your grandmother is still living, then you may be spending more time with your mother and grandmother. Like, for instance, you all may go on a, you know, mother-daughter brunch and invite your grandmother out. So, you know, that's 3 generations. But, that's definitely a scenario for some of you with the moon card showing up, because it does deal with women. Also, there may be, for some of you, you may be seeing some changes in your cycle for my ladies, because the moon definitely represents cycles. So for your menstrual cycle, you may have noticed some changes. You could have been around a alpha female who may have knocked your cycle off, and therefore now you're noticing, like, wait a minute, why am I menstruating a week earlier, you know, than before. Also with the moon card, the moon of course deals with emotions. So as I was saying earlier, you could be dealing with a lot of emotions. It may be some sudden changes taking place for some of you, as to where you are finding it hard, maybe for some of you, maybe finding it hard to deal with some of the changes. Also with the moon card, you want to listen to what is your gut saying, you know. In May, you're going to be highly intuitive, or maybe you have already noticed how intuitive you are. And so paying attention to your gut, that intuition, is going to be very important. Another thing with the moon card that I feel is some of you may be dealing with someone who may be dealing with some kind of substance abuse. And you may be seeing, like, at first it may not have been a big issue. Let's say you're in a relationship and let's just say your spouse and you shared a particular like for alcohol or whatever. You maybe have been one that can manage your alcohol intake. You don't really drink like that. You know, maybe you're a social drinker, and your spouse could be one that started off like that, but then you have begin to, maybe in the month of May, you're beginning to see just how them being in love with alcohol has kind of, you know, put a wedge in your relationship in some way, shape, or form. You may be seeing, you know, how their behavior changes when they are drinking. Maybe they act a particular way when they're sober, and then when they get drunk, maybe they become very violent. They like to put their hands on you, and it wasn't like that before. So the moon card can definitely talk about things like that. And if it's not alcohol, it could be some other type of hard drug that you notice. You see, the moon card is like secrets. Okay, so at first, your spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever the case may be, could have been, you know, keeping this a secret from you. But in the month of May, everything comes up. What else do I see with the moon card? I'm feeling something for some of you happened around the time of the Scorpio full moon, which was on April 26th. April 26th and April 27th, depending on where you live at. But I do feel like there was some type of epiphany. Okay, there was something. You have like an aha moment, okay, because you have released some things in your life that wasn't serving you, and when you release those things, you had a aha moment, and it's bringing a whole new beginning for you for the month of May. But I'm going to go ahead and let me see how long we've been here. All right, almost 10 minutes. Okay, I'm doing good. I have to check my time because I can get a little long-winded. So I'm going to go ahead and shake up the dice, and let's see how many messages Spirit wants for you to get. All right, Spirit. We have 2. Y'all didn't see that. We have 2, and we have the number 5, and 5 and 2 is 7. So I'm going to mix it up. And let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. All right, we got our 7 messages. Let me clean this up. This would be great for an ASMR, right? You putting the papers in here. All right, I just wanted to make sure we got pile number 1's extra messages out of the way. Let's see what other messages come forth in relations to this moon card and other energies showing up for you all for the month of May. Okay, we have youth cheer. Not sure if you guys can see that. But we have youth cheer. So, I don't know if it's cheerleading season. I don't know. But you may have, your children may be, one of your children, if you do. Okay, some of you may have children that are into cheerleading. All right, you may be taking your children to cheer practice. Oh, we have Magic Kingdom. So in the month of May, some of you all could be going to, it doesn't have to be Magic Kingdom, but you all could be taking your children to some type of amusement park. And I find that very interesting because the moon card, it deals with the mother. And I don't know why I didn't say this earlier. I was so focused on maybe your mother that I forgot to mention that some of you may be mothers, all right, and having children, and the moon card represents that. All right, some of you may be fathers. I don't want to leave my fellas out, okay? Some of you may be fathers, and you may be spending some extra time with your children in the month of May. Now, the next message out is bacteria vaginosis. And bacteria vaginosis can come about from a number of the different things. It could be because a woman is wearing clothing that is too tight. It could be because her mate may not have cleaned himself very well. There may have been sweat and bacteria on his penis, and therefore it has caused her to develop bacteria vaginosis. I just want to say to my fellas, when you are engaging, make sure you wash your hands, clean your penis and your pubic hairs and everything, because any type of us women, our vagina, that thing you fellas love is very sensitive. So you want to make sure as a male that you are cleaning yourself properly so that you do not cause any issues with your lady and her lady parts. Okay, so to my fellas, I feel like this was a little educational for some of my fellas, but some of my ladies may be dealing with this. And if it's due to your mate, just properly let them know, hey, you got to make sure you're cleaning up down there because you gave me BV. So, and just so we make it very clear, BV is not an STD. It is actually something very common that happens amongst women, all right? But fellas, you guys contribute to that. So make sure you're cleaning your genitals, all right? So some of you may find out that you have BV, and fellas, if you chose pile number 1, then that is just a cautionary tale to help you all to remember to clean your genitals. All right, we have Montana. Some of you, Montana, wow. Some of you who are watching me may live in Montana. For some way, shape, or having a hard time talking today. You guys bear with me. It's been a minute since I've done a collective reading like this. So, it comes in so fast, and I try to say it, but my mouth doesn't move as fast as my thoughts. But anyway, some of you may be going to Montana. Some of you who are watching me could live in Montana. We have, travel. So, some of you definitely are traveling. You don't have to travel to Montana, but some of you are definitely traveling. Like I said, we do have Magic Kingdom here, so you could be planning a little family vacay. You and the children. Yep, we have girls trip. So And then we have the moon card, and the moon deals with ladies. So a lot of my ladies may be getting together with their lady friends, and you guys could be planning a girls trip. Maybe you want to go to Montana. Is Montana like a mountainous type of land mass? Maybe you guys are going to take a trip to the mountains. I don't know. Montana is like, I don't know too much about Montana. Okay, we have change your headlight. Okay, so for those of you who are traveling, make sure you're checking your headlights, your tail lights, your brake lights, you know, all of those things, so you don't get pulled over while you're traveling. So if you already are having headlight issues and you know you've been riding around with one headlight, you know, come on, you know, do what you have to do to get that taken care of. All right. I want to go in more. Little more messages. Let's see here. Divine source, heavenly angels, benevolent spirit guides, and ancestors. Oh, we have temperance. Yes. So temperance is the card of Sagittarius. So some of you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, but it looks like you're trying to really balance out some things here. For those of you who, well, let me see. What else, Spirit? What else? Because it might, I do. With the moon card here, it does, you know, like I said, dealings with women. So some of my fellas, you may have to really like keep your cool when dealing with women. All right, there may be some things trying to pop off in reference to women. So, and even for my ladies, all right, there may be a situation where you have to keep your cool. But for the most part, the temperance card is not really about that. The temperance card is about, yep. Look at you guys stepping in your power. Look at y'all with the Queen of Pentacles. Yes, the moon card definitely. All right, you guys. For the month of May, I see a lot of family activities. So if you're single and you chose pile 1, there's a lot of family activity because the Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very financially secure. Okay, they not only do they take care of the home, but like I said, they get out there and do their thing as far as security, financial security. Some of you may be trying to find a balance with the temperance card. You may be trying to find a balance between work life and home life. And actually the moon card does speak of that, trying to find a balance between work life and home life. But for the most part, for the month of May, my pal 1, y'all got your coins together. Okay? Oh, here we go. Yep, here we go. Okay, so remember I said earlier that the month of May with the moon card coming out, with that being the overall theme that you may be going through a lot of emotional changes. Well, here's the Tower card, and the Tower speaks of unexpected changes and things happening. But what I do see here is the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is a brilliant time. You know, this is new opportunities open up. So for some of you who may be going through a rough time in May, there is a foundation tear down because there are some new doors opening for you. And actually this is going to bring you the financial security. Look, Queen of Pentacles, new opportunities, a time of good success for you. So I would say, for the most part, for my pal 1s, that there may be a lot of things going on emotionally for the most part. All right, a lot of changes. Okay, my ladies may be dealing with some changes. My fellas may be dealing with some changes when it comes to the women in their life. But after you get past this little hump, or after you get a chance to balance out how you feel with the Temperance card, there's going to be just a new beginning, a fresh start. Remember the Tower card with the tearing down? So there's like a fresh start. And it may be a time where, again, with the Moon card, going back to emotions and the Temperance, it may be a time in your life where you're kind of allowing yourself to be more in tune with your emotions so that you can see what direction you want to take in life. Like, where do you want to, after this Tower moment, it's like, okay, well, I don't have this anymore, or this happened and that's happened, so where do we go from here? And it's like, okay, I'm going to take the time out to heal from this matter, or calm down in my emotions, and I'm going to have a more stable mindset to be able to move forward with my future endeavors. So it looks like, I knew it. I knew it. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. That doggone Seven of Swords, okay? Remember I was talking to you guys about secrets with the Moon card. Secrets coming out. And maybe you guys, especially around the time of that Scorpio full moon in April. The last, the last week of April. It wasn't the last week. Second to last week of April was the full moon. Y'all bear with me. It was the full moon, so there may have been some things that came to the light. And after hearing those things, it may have caused some emotional upsets, okay? Probably shifted your life in some kind of way, because the Tower card is, it's spirit stepping in and shaking your life up so that you can bring this new beginning in. So, like I said, there's this sneaky energy, all right? And energy works both ways. So this could be you, pal one, on the receiving end of finding out, you know, some stuff that may have happened. Or this could be vice versa. This could be people finding out things about you, okay? So May is going to be, for my pal ones, I really want you guys to make sure you're keeping your emotions in check. And if there's anyone around you, like an elder, like a woman who is mothering and nurturing, especially with the Queen of Pentacles showing up. If there's anyone around you who is mothering and nurturing, and you know that you can speak to them about your emotional, you know, upsets and things, and they're going to be there for you, then take advantage of that, because that person is really going to help you to, you know, move past those upsets that you have. But other than that, you guys, hold on just a second, you guys. All right, I'm back. So yeah, for the most part, what I see for you all who chose pile number 1 is May may be a very emotional month. I see a lot of support around you, you know, especially for my ladies who may need, you know, support from stronger women around them. I definitely see that there, okay? And for my fellas as well who may need, you know, that loving, nurturing vibe. I do see that energy is around you, all right? So this could be energy around you, or this could be you in this energy where you're offering the nurturing and love and support to others during this emotional time for them. But I want to go into my flower deck and get a closing message, and then we're going to move on to pile number 2. But I definitely do see for my pile number 1s a need for balance, and I think some of you are doing like some soul searching and stuff. But there is this new thing popping off after a ending, okay? And like I said before, a lot of family time being spent for those who chose pile number 1. All right, and we have Yarrow and we have Hyacinth. So I'm gonna go into my guidebook for those, and I'm just going to go down a list of things, and I want you all to pay attention to the things that stick out to you. Alright, let's see. Yarrow. It's really at the back. of this book. Bear with me. Bear with me, beautiful people. Bear with me. Yarrow. Okay. Yep. So Yarrow represents releasing negative emotions. You see on this card how he has a shield, right? But his shield is kind of to the side a little bit. It's not like directly in front of him as to where he's trying to like block himself from, you know, his opponent or anything. It's kind of to the side, and he has a smile on his face. Well, this is going to be you all. Apparently, Spirit wanted you to know that you're protected out here. For those of you who are going through these deep emotional changes, and it feels like, you know, one blow after the next. Spirit wants you to know that you're protected out here. Okay? So it says, notice how the warrior in this image emanates the alert, confident relaxation that is a natural byproduct of his meticulous vigilance and well-practiced expertise in the art of defense. Similarly, the divine energies that surround you are utterly reliable in their ability to protect. With them on your side, you need not experience a single moment of fear, feel drained of the tiniest portion of your precious life force, or be overly open to challenging energies of any kind. All right, Spirit, where you going with this? But first you need to call on these divine protective energies, and then relax and trust that you are indeed protected. A simple way to do this is to close your eyes and center yourself as you breathe away any tension and fear. Then consciously connect with the earth and cosmos, feeling light and energy coming in from beneath your feet, through your tailbone, and down through the crown of your head. Realize that you are not alone. You are one with everything. And like a reigning monarch, you have within your command all the protection you need. From this place of connection, envision a very bright, fiery, gold-white sphere of light around you. Feel and know from the depths of your soul that you are completely safe within this light, and that no negative or challenging energies of any kind may enter. Feel gratitude for this shield of light, and say an inner thank you to the divine protective powers that be. So, pound number 1, the following ideas and messages may apply to what you find yourself dealing with in the month of May. I ask you to notice any that particularly call out to you as I read. If you are concerned about anyone or anything, stop worrying. Instead, inwardly release the person or situation to the divine and call on protective energies and light to surround and protect. Do not allow any person, place, or situation to drain you of energy. Stand in your power and enlist the support of divine protection and love. You will benefit by surrounding yourself in protective light at this time. Cleanse yourself of fear. Cleanse yourself of fear. Clear physical and emotional clutter from your mind, body, and home. Call on the divine in any way that feels powerful for you. Then mentally shield yourself and any other people, places, objects, or situations in a protective shield of light. Fear and worry are negative prayers. No matter how frightening things may appear, call on divine help. Trust that you are supported by this help and cultivate a deep, expansive sense of confidence and calm. You can spend time with yarrow. Bring yarrow into your garden. Create a protective charm with dried yarrow. Take the homeopathic flower essence remedy. Put the flower essence in your bath water or diffuse the essential oil. So for that message was for those in my pile 1 that, again, are going through those emotional changes with people. All right, we do have this sneaky little thing right here. Okay, sneaky. All right, and a lot of you may be finding out some things in the month of May. Right? People talking behind your back, doing stuff behind your back, you know, acting like they're your friend in your face, but then as soon as you walk away, there they go running their mouth, you know. The moon represents secrets. So, all right, there may be secrets revealed. This person that you may have trusted may have gone back and told, you know, someone else, you know, a secret that you asked them to keep to themselves. Again, you may have, okay? So it could be that you had told someone something and then went and told someone. Or it could be the other way around, all right? Take the energy, how it applies to your particular situation. We're going to move on to hyacinth. And as you can see, this bee is very, very, very attracted to that flower. Not only for the pollen, but for the scent, because hyacinth has a very, very strong scent that the bees love. So, for some of you who have chosen pound number 2, there's someone in the month of May that is going to definitely find you very, very attractive, okay? Remember what I was saying about this tower moment, right? But then the Ace of Wands being right here with this passion and it's a new, just a new way of looking at things, a new sense about yourself. There's just a newness. So there may be a lot of emotional changes for some of you. This could be in the beginning, middle, or end of May. But there's some kind of emotional change, right? That is going to at first have you upset, but then later light your fire, okay? And someone sees this and they find it highly, highly attractive. Not only that, hyacinth, it represents abundance and luxury, okay? So again, we have, what do we have? We have, where's the girls tonight? I mean, not the girls tonight. Girls trip. So, okay, you could be traveling in luxury. Where is, here we go. And then we had girls trip. So, therefore, you guys, maybe you and your girls may be traveling in luxury, okay? While you're out traveling. And to my fellas, not to leave you out, but you could be traveling with the fellas and you guys meet a whole nother group. Let's just say it's 6 of y'all who plan to vacate, right? And then y'all just happen to run across 6 females that, you know what I'm saying, all of your boys find attractive and you guys are hitting it off, all right? So one of these females could be very attracted to your charm. They could say you're very, very charming, all right? It also represents influence, all right? So for the month of May, for some of my power ones, you may begin to see the influence that you have over people. So, let's see the messages. We have, it is the very nature of hyacinth to magnetize the attention and devotion of other beings, such as bees and humans. See, didn't I tell you hyacinth? I actually had a hyacinth flower. Oh my God, so beautiful and smelled so amazing. So they are not lying when it comes to this flower. And that is exactly how some of you are going to be. Like, you guys are going to be so, looking so attractive, especially after this tower moment and you get yourself together. This is going to be your energy, all right? So this is a beautiful woman. She's confident, okay? She got her own money. She's taking care of home. This is security all the way around. This is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right, some of you may be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. All right. But yes, that is going to be some of you looking very, very attractive. So getting back to the card, it is the very nature of hyacinth to magnetize the attention and devotion of other beings, such as bees and humans, with her exquisite beauty and irresistible fragrance. Similarly, in this instance, you are called upon to use your powers of attraction to bring about your desired outcome. While there are certain times when it's appropriate to set your eyes on your target, and then throw yourself toward it like a dart. This situation requires you to behave more like a magnet. To stay right where you are and draw your desire with the irresistible force of your own attractiveness. Like the blossom in this image that beguiles the bee with a dizzying sweetness and beauty, you possess a natural ability to effortlessly attract the true desires of your heart. To get in touch with this attractive quality, it's important to relax your mind, body, and spirit, to release any limiting self-talk, and to remember that you are a divine and magnificent child of the goddess. Connect with your sacral chakra, which is located just below your navel, as well as your heart chakra, which y'all know what a heart chakra at. And feel them clearing and activating as you breathe light and energy into them. Feel the natural magnetic charge emanating from your second chakra, as well as the vast storehouse of love that connects all beings residing in your heart center. Set the intention to magnetize your desire into your life experience, and then let go of your attachments to the outcome. Trust the details to the universe and lose yourself in the joy of simply being your gorgeous, irresistible self. I'm telling y'all, while y'all out there on y'all trip, baby, they gonna be looking. You hear me? And even if you aren't going, even if you're not planning a trip, just know some of y'all gonna be simply irresistible. Y'all remember that commercial? That's how y'all gonna be. And remember, a hyacinth brings great blessings and grace to the world merely by virtue of being hyacinth. In the same way, when you simply emanate your magnificently mesmerizing beauty, everyone benefits. So pile 1, for the hyacinth card, there's going to be a few things that I'm going to read, and I want you to pay attention to the phrases that catch your eye, love, okay? So we have relax and allow your blessings and desire to naturally flow to you of their own accord. Magnetize your desired conditions in a mellow and leisurely manner, trusting that every little thing you need will arrive with perfect timing. Release the belief that you need to rush around. Proactively strategize or force anything to happen. And that's for my people who go on the trip. Like, you know how when you go on the trip you want to plan? Well, Spirit is saying, release that belief that you got to do all that. At 6 o'clock we're going to be here, and at 7 we're going to go there. Just when you get there, just go with the flow. Still go to the events that you intend to, go to, but don't stress yourself out. Go on your vacay and enjoy your vacay. Don't stress yourself out because you didn't get to do this at this time and that and all. You know how some people be like that sometimes. Just go and enjoy yourself. Get more into your feminine energy, which the moon card definitely represents feminine energy. That's why I said there's a lot of, for my pile number 1, there is a lot of things going on in reference to feminine energy, whether you're a male or female, it doesn't matter. There's a lot of feminine energy that's going to be surrounding you in the form of your intuition, in the form of women, such as your mother, grandmother, your sister, a female cousin or something like that. But just be prepared for the month of May. A lot of feminine energy. Again, fellas, you may be very, very, very in tune. Listen to your gut. What does your gut say? Alright, so we have revel in your own beauty through conscious self-care and self-adornment. Alright, so that's taking care of yourself. Concentrate on being rather than doing. Again, taking that time off to yourself. Notice the beauty that is within you and all around you, and increase the overall beauty quotient in the world. Revel in the luxury and blessings that you already have, remembering that what you focus on expands, and that is so true. Whatever you put, especially for those of you who are going through this Tower moment, all right, don't put too much energy into your circumstances. Put more energy into solutions, all right? Because if you just focus on, what happened, then you're only going to expand the negativity. So focus on solutions. Get in touch with the feeling that what you desire is already present in your life experience. Enjoy the feeling, expand it, and let it magnetize more of the same. Before taking action, first cultivate an attractive and magnetic mindset so that any actions you may take in the future are fueled by your intuition and are in alignment with the divine and natural flow. You can spend time with hyacinths and inhale the scent. Bring hyacinths into your garden or take the homeopathic flower essence remedy. All right, my pal number 1. Do your best to keep those emotions in check. Spend time with the beautiful ladies in your life that bring you that nurturing, loving vibe. All right. After this Tower moment, there will be a new beginning for you that will have you more in a secure place. But that is it for my pal number 1. Many, many blessings to you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as I stated earlier before, if you find these messages help you and you're new to the channel, please be sure to subscribe and don't be afraid to leave me any kind of feedback. Let me know, how did those messages resonate with you? And thank you once again for tuning in. We are going to get ready to move on to pal number 2. Pal number 2. Let's see what your messages are. Got to move all of them out the way. Ooh, we have the 8th house. Oh my gosh. So the month of May for you. Group number 2. Whew, very, very interesting. Okay. So the 8th house is a very interesting house. It's the house of like taboo things. It rules the sign of Scorpio. So it kind of reminds me of pal number 1 just a little bit because it does deal, the 8th house does deal with endings and beginnings. So there may be a lot of things coming to an end in your life and you're setting out as well in the month of May for a new beginning. The 8th house represents sex. So it may be a whole lot of, you may be experiencing a whole lot of sexual activity in the month of May. Be sure to, of course, be responsible. Okay? Because the 8th house can deal with like different forms of sex, trying new things out. So, you know, you want to be safe. Safe sex, always, always, always. Okay? It deals with things as well like child support. So some of you, you know, may be dealing with child support issues. It also deals with things like alimony. The 8th house deals with your partner's finances, okay? So you may be having some discussions with your partner if you feel as if maybe they're spending too much money and things like that. And maybe some discussions that pop up. Also, the 8th house deals with psychic ability. So those of you who chose pal number 2 may really, really be experiencing a lot of psychic, what am I looking for? Psychic experiences. So you may be dealing with a lot of psychic experiences. Okay, some of you, the 8th house deals with the paranormal. So for those of you who pick pal number 2, you may be dealing with, you know, children who are coming to you and telling you, you know, it's something in my closet, it's something under my bed. That is not that child's imagination, okay? Children are very much more so closer to the spirit world than we are. So therefore they experience paranormal activity. So if your child comes to you saying, hey mom, there's something in my closet, do not dismiss that child because they very well could be seeing things. I know when I was a kid, I saw a lot of ghosts. So do not think that your child is just making things up because they very well could be seeing. And not only could it be your child, but it could be you as well. You yourself may be experiencing paranormal activity as aware. You know, let's just say you get up in the middle of the night, go downstairs or go in your kitchen and get you a glass of water, and you're drinking the water, you just so happen to see something out the corner of your eye. You're not tripping. That was really something, you know? So very highly psychically in tune. You may be experiencing a lot of just highly in tune with the spirit world. Okay. The 8th house also deals with your past life, and it can also bring up past life trauma. Okay, so there may be certain phobias that you just now realize, oh my gosh, like I have a phobia of this, or I have a phobia of that, or out of the blue you may have like anxiety attacks behind certain things and you don't know why. Some of this stuff can stem from a past life. Oh, another thing is some of my power number 2s could have just recently set an appointment for a past life regression, and so you're getting to the bottom of the 8th house. Dives very deep. So for those of you who may have scheduled a past life regression session, you may be getting to the, not may, when you get a past life regression, you're going to get to the bottom. So for those of you who have scheduled a past life regression, you will be getting to the bottom of certain things in your life. All right. Others of you who chose pile number 2, the 8th house can talk about long-term illnesses, okay? So there may be, you could be, or someone around you could have been dealing with a long-term illness like lupus, or, you know, some type of cancer, you know, any type of immune diseases and things like that, where it's like a long-term thing. You may there may be someone around you who is doing okay. You know, let's just say you know they got lupus, right? And they've been doing okay for like years, and then out of the blue in the month of May, they're hospitalized, you know. So for some of you, that could be, you know, something that's taking place. All right, the 8th house can deal with old people as well, so that's trips to nursing home, assisted living facilities, and things like that. All right, so some of you who chose pile number 2 may be visiting, or you could work there, a nursing home. You could work in a nursing home or assisted living facility, or you could be like a health home aide where you're dealing with a lot of elderly people. The 8th house also deals with jealousy, rivalry, you know, so you guys may be dealing with, you know, people who are jealous of you. But I'm going to shake my dice and let's see how many messages Spirit wants for you all to be able to receive from your pal. Oh, we have 7 again. Oh my gosh. 7 again, y'all. If I was playing dice, baby, I'd be on fire. Don't let me roll another one for pile 3 now. All right, so let's kind of shuffle this up and see. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more 7. And I'm going to, again, put those away. You guys bear with me. Y'all know I don't really be doing any editing or anything like that. You get it real raw. This is raw footage. Mistakes and all. We do not do no editing around here. We keep it all the way 100. All right. So let's get into pile number 2's extra messages. Let's see what's going on. We have this 8th house energy. We have healthy diet. So for those of you, again, who I was talking to that have these, you know, illnesses that you've been dealing with for a long time, make sure you're eating healthy. And even if you don't, make sure you're eating healthy. We have haircut. All right, so some of my fellas may be making sure they're looking very suave, making sure they get the haircut. Again, the 8th house does deal with jealousy and things like that. Somebody could be simply jealous of how fly you look after your hair get cut. You know, people just be jealous of some of the craziest things. So some of our fellas could be dealing with jealousy. You know, after you get fresh or whatever, you know, oh, that nigga, he think he doing something. They just a hater. And even for some of my ladies, maybe you're looking for a change, you know, and the 8th house represents transformation. So maybe you were just looking for a complete change in your life and you decided to cut off all your hair, you know, and dealing with that. All right, we have family night. We have family night / board game. So again, more family time. Reminds me of group number 1. So could be getting together with your family. It may be very, very important for the month of May for you to get together. All right, we have low sperm count. Okay, so for those of you who may, some of my fellas who may be trying to have children, you may be wondering why your lady isn't getting pregnant. Is because you have a low sperm count. You should visit the doctor to see what you can do about that. Also, eating healthy definitely helps to combat that, okay? And we have the 29th. So the 29th of May may be a important date for some of you. We have the sacral chakra, okay? We talked about that in group number 1. You guys may be needing to do some balancing with that particular chakra. And we have meeting through friends. Again, like I stated, a lot of going out, all right? A lot of being attracted. Being attracted to different people being attracted to you. So give me just a second, you guys. I'll be back. All right, pal 2, I'm back. So what I was saying earlier about the 8th house was that, you know, the 8th house, well, 8th house energy, period, because that's the energy that's showing up for you all. 8th house energy is something serious. I'm going to go into the tarot and see, you know, what else comes up for you all. Let's see. Divine source, heavenly angels, benevolent spirit guides and ancestors. What other information do you have for those who chose pile number 2 for their May 2021 messages? Pile number 2. Another thing that I feel for pile number 2, especially with the low sperm count thing, 8th house energy deals with a lot of sexual activity, as I was saying before. And there may be some of you, it may be some of my fellows who are overdoing it when it comes to masturbation. Like, save your seed. Save your seed. Okay? Right? Because the 8th house, that can be porn addiction. It could be addiction, you know, sexual addictions. I feel like those of you who pick pile number 2 would benefit at listening to pile number 1. Because they had some messages in there dealing with sexuality. But we do have the balance card here. And so, wow, there's definitely some similarities for my pile 2 with pile number 1. So as I was saying before, definitely check that out. We have the Temperance card here. That is the card of balance, or at least wanting to be more balanced. What was that? We have the Knight of Pentacles. Let's see what else we get here. Alright, some of you may be getting some news about some money coming in. Again, remember when I was speaking earlier about the 8th house? Somebody being stingy with money. Oh, snaps. Maybe you're kind of holding back on your spending for my pile number 2. You may be holding back on your spending. There's someone... okay, so I'm getting a lot here. At the bottom so far, we have the Queen of Cups. Give me a second to process this and take some of this in. Okay, we have getting balanced. We have some kind of news about money coming in or needing to be more balanced with your money or things that you deem valuable. Remember when I was saying before about some of you may be having some heart-to-heart conversations with your spouse about money spending habits. Trying to move this a little bit more into the camera frame. And I really hope the lighting is good. You guys, I had to do so much. I had to do some MacGyver moves on my camera, okay? Because in the midst of me telling you all to hold on, I screwed it on too tight and broke it. So I had to do some MacGyver. Anyways, back to your reading. There may be money coming in, right? But here's the Four of Pentacles, right? And you see how he's holding them pentacles for dear life, like not wanting to share. You may find out that your spouse like put some money away. You didn't know that they had this money put away or whatever. Or also for my pile number 2, this could be Spirit's way of telling you when you get this money to balance it with the Temperance card here. Do I have to say that, Spirit? Okay. This is the 8th house. All right. So I do see here where some of my divine feminines may find out that your masculine been out here soliciting. That's all I'm going to say. Soliciting. Okay. Because we have the 8th house here. We have money. We have the 4 of Cups. Feeling like you missed some type of opportunity. I don't know. I want to tell you, if you feel the need to... Because this is crying over spilled milk. We got a lot of emotional energy. A lot of emotional energy between pile number 1 and 2. A lot of emotional energy in the air. I really do feel... Oh, yeah. Mother's Day. Okay, so Mother's Day is in the month of May, so we may have some people who, you may have lost your mother, so therefore, Mother's Day may not be a day that you're so fond of. Going back to what I was saying about investing, I do see money coming in with the Knight of Pentacles. Or news about money. Maybe some of you kind of have been holding back on your spending because, okay, oh yeah, 8th house, that does deal with taxes. So let's just say you're one of the people where your taxes have been on hold. So you've been kind of like very frugal with your money. I do see money coming in for those of you who may have still been waiting on your taxes. Some of you may have become a little bored with your current circumstances, like with the way that you do make money. You could be wanting something that not only brings you the financial income that you like, but something that is also emotionally fulfilling here with the Queen of Cups energy. At the bottom of the deck, with the 4 of Cups, you may be bored, wanting something that like I said, that not only provides you with the financial income that you like, but also the emotional security as well. What else do I see here? Going back to your sacral chakra. The sacral chakra deals with, your creative juices, all right? Sexual energy as well. So, some advice when dealing with that is to try to drink more water. And if you're someone that doesn't like plain water, try adding like orange slices to it because that is the color. Also, you can try like mangoes, melons, any type of orange colored foods like carrots and things like that. Try to incorporate more orange fruits and veggies in your diet, like butternut squash and things like that, to kind of help balance out your sacral chakra. Also, with a lot of highly psychic energy, you may be coming up with different side hustles and things this month. Could be coming up with different side hustles. Also, another thing that's important for my pile number 2 is to try to incorporate some type of yoga, stretching, dancing. Dancing helps to get your creative energy flowing. So dancing as well, you know, like move your hips around. What else? I know certain crystals like amber, citrine, carnelian. Carnelian is great to help your sacral chakra. Like I said, a lot of sexual energy in the air. Please, please be safe. Okay. Now, the 8th house is very raunchy, like I said before. So just be careful out there when, you know, you do have balance here. Just be careful, pile number 2, if y'all into that kind of stuff. Like, the 8th house is very freaky. It's the freaky house. Not only just sexually freaky, but like freaky experiences that might freak you out and things like that. But for the most part, what I see highlighted here is Spirit making sure to let you know to save your money. Or, like I said it before, with the 8th house, it does deal with other people's money. You may find that you've exhausted your resources. Maybe you were able to get money from someone. Maybe they would help you out a lot, but they're not having it this month. Or maybe this energy could be you. Maybe you are someone that helps, you know, people out financially because you're straight, you know. You got your coins together, but you're not having it this month. You're holding it back, all right? As I stated before, the 29th is a very important date. I want to actually see why the 4 of Pentacles is here. Because we have the 8th house, and this is definitely talking about finances, money. This could be dubious ways of getting money. Like some of you guys may be out here scheming. You got them PPP loans and things like that. All I'm going to say is be careful, okay, because they definitely cracking down. Let's see. Spirit, why is the 4 of Pentacles here for pile number 2? This could also be you all making sure you put money to the side for your family time, because I do see family time here. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here with this 8th house energy? We have the Queen of Cups, the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Sagittarius is here. Definitely Scorpio energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio who may be very like controlling. Maybe this person tries to control how much money you spend. For some of these people, this could be your mother, like not knowing how to let go. Yep, I knew it. So the 4 of Pentacles is here due to this Queen of Swords energy. Someone finds out the truth about somebody's money. You know, you can find out that your spouse been hide their money, you know, from you. Acting like they're broke, but they done have been putting money to the side. Or there could be disputes about money, you know. Again, the 8th house that deals with other people's money. So there may be some harsh words said about money. Maybe someone owes you money. You tired of them. You know, you could have found out that they did get their taxes back. You know that old story, I'm going to pay you back when I get my taxes. And now there's verbal altercations behind when am I going to get my money, because you're trying to hold on to it. Okay, this is about trying to hold on to money, or this could be a belonging that you have. You could have allow someone to borrow an item of yours, and now they act like they don't want to give it back, type of thing. Let me see, what else do I see? Yeah, for the most part, pile number 2, I definitely do feel like you all can relate to some messages in pile number 1. But for the most part, there's a lot going on about money. Okay, money being spent on things that you may be upset about. For instance, because the 8th house does deal with substance abuse as well. So you may find out that your spouse is spending money on spending money on pills, alcohol, any type of street drug, just something, because the 8th house deals with a lot of shadow energy. So a lot of you may be trying to do some shadow work for my pile number 2. But there is a need for balance, and at least that energy is present to want to balance out some things in your life. That's great to want to work on things, getting things back in order. Let's make sure everything's looking good on here. Okay. Yeah, let me get some closing messages out. Like I said, there's a lot going on about money, sex. You may find out that, you may walk in on someone having sexual relations. You may come home and find, there's a lot. There's a lot with the 8th house energy. And with this Queen of Swords showing up, there is definitely somebody with a lot of mouth. All right. This could be somebody with a lot of mouth. This could also be you being stern, very stern about where you stand with certain situations, certain boundaries that you will not allow to be crossed. There's just a lot going on, simply because some of you are definitely feeling bored against something. The 4 of Pentacles can also represent some type of offer with strings attached. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't know. Be careful with your money. Balance your money. Just a lot going on when it comes to sex, drugs, money, and making sure you take care of your health. Now, like I said, on the positive note, there is, some of my fellas who are they're engaging in more sexual activity because they're trying to impregnate their spouse. Therefore, that healthy eating and working on that sacral chakra is important. But as I keep stating, 8th house has a lot going on. You may find that you have a lot going on. As a matter of fact, I'm recording you all's portion on a different, I had to wait till the next day to record your the rest of your reading, simply because I kept getting interrupted. So my pile 2 may deal with a lot of interruptions in the month of May. So just a lot going on that I see here. Definitely a need to make sure you are taking care of yourself mentally and financially. Let's see what your closing message is. Divine Source, Heavenly Angels, Benevolent Spirit Guides. We have Carnation. I'm going to go into my guidebook. See what Carnation stands for. That's because it's a rebirth. And as a matter of fact, wow, I love it, because the 8th house is transformation. It's Scorpio energy. If you are a Scorpio, or if you have any Scorpio placement in your chart, then you should be all familiar with these type of energies. Okay, and I'm not trying to paint Scorpio energy to be like dark, but the 8th house deals with the shadow and all the things that people might not want to, face and, look at, This is being reborn because you're taking a look at your shadow side, all right? Getting that balance that's needed in your life so that you can have these financial rewards, all right? And not be bored and, things like that. So There may be a lot of healing going on. Also, the 8th house can deal with death. So as I was saying earlier about those of you who may be health home aides, or you just have a grandmother or grandfather that's in a nursing home and things like that. It can deal with death, so it can be dying from old age, like I said, passing away from long-term illnesses and things like that, hospitalization, things like that. But carnation represents rebirth. It represents beauty, heart healing, longevity, love, perspective, rebirth, and vigor. Whether you realize it or not, you're in the midst of a very powerful and positive transformation. In some very real way, you and your life circumstances are being reborn. And the object of your inquiry when it comes to the month of May have something to do with the shift that you're going through. In reality, nothing ever ends. Everything simply transforms from one state to another. Letting go of the old always makes room for the new. So that's anything, all right? Letting go of unhealthy thinking, unhealthy relationships, unhealthy anything always opens the door for new, because you're closing that chapter in your life and you're starting over. So for some of you, this is a rebirth. The month of May will be a month of rebirth, especially those of you, like I said, who may have been kind of holding on to your money, trying to make sure, you balance things out and place, your finances where they need to be placed. I do see a break coming in for some of you. I do see a rebirth in your finances for some of you. So when one door closes, another opens, and the bitterest challenges can be exactly the things that allow us to fully savor life's sweetest blessings. There is activity around you, and there is also activity within you in the forms of thoughts, feelings, and judgments. But if you take a moment to tune in, can you see that there is something behind all of that? An awareness that observes and allows? Can you notice an open, empty consciousness that does not identify with time, space, or ego? When you connect with this 0-point field of your being, you can allow this rebirthing process to flower in the most beautiful way. You won't grasp and you won't judge. Or if you do, you will be able to allow even that with a humor and forgiveness. When you notice your thoughts struggling, worrying, or getting obsessive, hint, hint, 8th house, don't fight them. Smile at them. Step back from them and let them spin out and run their course without giving them any extra energy. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier when I was saying not to focus on the negativity, not to feel it. Okay, find solutions for it. And of course, we did have the Queen of Cups energy. So again, for my pound number 2, you may be relying on your mother as well, or you may be offering more motherly qualities. Queen of Cups is also emotions, so you could be in your feelings this month. All right, a lot going on. Where was I? Yeah, when you notice your thoughts struggling, worrying, or getting obsessive, don't fight them. Smile at them. Step back from them and let them spin out and run their course without giving them any extra energy. This is the mindset that will transform your challenges into fertile compost and let your transformation blossom forth in all its glory. Pile number 2. The following ideas and messages may apply to your present situation in the month of May. Notice any that stand out to you as I read. What you thought was a tragedy was simply a transformation from one state to another. Surrender to change and embrace the process. You are undergoing a positive rebirthing process, and the divine is currently infusing you with great physical and spiritual power. Your current changes will ultimately prove to be positive in very important ways. Your seeming challenges are sowing the seeds of great blessings. And I know it's just not always about money, but there's 2 Pentacle cards here. And that deals with money or the things that you may possess, like your belongings, material things. So, as I was saying before, I do see a clearing away, a balance, and then a bringing in of new energy. And it definitely speaking up and standing up for yourself and speaking your truth, addressing shadow energy, addressing things that need to be addressed so that you can heal those things and move forward. Allow yourself to fully feel your feelings, but do not attach or identify with them. Release the old to make room for the new. This situation relates to a past life relationship issue or challenge. So again, I think I mentioned this earlier, and if I didn't, I meant to, about past life phobias and things of that such. Okay, it may be someone that you're currently in a relationship with now that you have known in a past life, and that same reoccurring issue that y'all had in a past life is showing up today. Okay, those are certain situations. We have get a past life regret. I just was talking to y'all about past life regression. Okay, so this is, if you was already, my pile number 2, if you was already thinking about getting a past life regression, boo, this is your confirmation. Okay, so get a past life regression or listen to a past life regression meditation recording to release the past and gain clarity on the present. Spend time with carnation, inhale the scent, bring carnation into your garden, or take the homeopathic flower essence remedy. All right, my pal twos. Looks like there's a lot of transformation going on in your life. Allow yourself to release that old stale, stagnant energy. Let me see what is going on with this camera here. Told y'all I had them broke a piece on it, so had to fix it. Hold on. What on, you guys? Give me a second here. See, this is why I either get interrupted or I mess around and break some. It's just always something, but I come through still, I come through. All right, so that is what I have for my pile number 2s. I hope that you found some type of answers, clarity, whatever the case may be within this reading. Thank you again so much for tuning in. And I am now going to move on to pile number 3. Alrighty, let's get started with pile number 3. Let's move you guys on over here and all of your mini messages. Pile number 3, May 2021. Let's see what your overall energy is. And we have, oh my gosh, there's a lot going on for the month of May. We have fire element. We have desire. Hold on. Let me kind of have to move the camera around, you guys. All right. So we have desire. So the first thing that I get when I see this desire card is change. That seems like that is the element of all 3 of these piles. Change. Lots of changes going on. Change can be hard for some of us. A lot of people don't like to embrace change. And then you have others who have learned to adapt to the changes in their lives. So change, you may be wanting a change. There may be some type of wake-up call that happens for some of you all that invokes this change in your life. Okay. When I see fire, I think about passion, a lot of passion. Okay. I feel like some of you should definitely, with fire, fire can consume. We just had carnation in pile number 2, and I was talking about the rebirthing process. So it's definitely could be a lot of rebirthing going on for my pile number 3s. Going back to what I was saying about passion, okay, this can be passion in the form of sexual passion, passion for a hobby or your business. This could be passion that can turn into rage, because I definitely see this fire is really calling out to me. So try to control pile number 3. There may be a lot of things, especially with the different changes going on. There may be things that have you needing to control your temper in the month of May. Taurus is the bull. And happy birthday to those of you who are celebrating birthdays this month. But Taurus comes with that bull-headed energy. So definitely, you know, just watch your temper this month. You may run into people who are like bossy, or people may be perceiving you as bossy. I don't know why this message just came in, but something about a motorcycle. Maybe you own a motorcycle. I would suggest that you slow down. Like I said, fire is very passionate. It's very driven. So, like, be careful if you own a motorcycle. You know, don't go too fast. Like, be careful out there if you own a motorcycle, okay? Because I would hate to hear any news about someone getting into an accident. But if you own a motorcycle, be careful. Also, if you or someone around you, you may be suffering from blood pressure issues, like high blood pressure, or you may have your mom, dad, or your grandmother or something, uncle, auntie may have issues with their blood pressure. So if you are someone that does struggle with high blood pressure, be sure to I want y'all to see what's going on. Be sure to watch out for your blood pressure, okay? You might end up needing to buy a new blood pressure cuff. So, that's what I'm getting so far. But just a lot of fire and desire. Use that fire as fuel to, you know, further your goals, or, you know, whatever it is you have planned for the month of May. But I'm going to go ahead and roll the dice to see. And we have 8. So you get 8 messages. Let's see what comes out for you guys. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me see, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we need 1 more. And 8. And then I'm going to put those away. Let's get into it. Okay. Let me make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. So I'm trying to get this view together because I want y'all to be able to see. All right. So let's see. We have Rhode Island. Rhode Island may be, I just heard military. Some of you may be in the military. We have write your dreams down. Alright, so for my pile number 3, in the month of May, you will have a very active dream state. So it's going to be important for you to write your dreams down. Not only your dreams that you have, like, you know, when you're going to sleep, but your waking dreams as well, whatever it is that you have been dreaming to accomplish. Remember I was talking about watching your anger because there may be some upsets with changes and things like that. Well, we have baby daddy drama. So some of my ladies may be having some issues with their child's father. We have youth basketball. Alright, so some of you all who have children who may be in like AAU or basketball tournaments and things, you could be traveling for basketball. Some of you may be referees, you could referee. We have do more stretching. Alright, so again, healthy, moving your body around, yoga, things like that. We have fun in the sun, so you could be planning like a beach day, a pool day, a slip and slide day. You know, back in the day when you didn't have to slip and slide, so you get some trash bags and some dish detergent and just go to slipping and sliding everywhere. Yeah, so fun in the sun, so planning activities. We have double date, so some of you could definitely be going on a double date. Okay, you could be having some fun in the sun on your double date. In the month of May. We have ancestral altar, so it's going to be important for my pile number 3 to definitely get back on that altar. Do some altar work. Alright, let's get some more messages out here for my pile number 3. But I do see a lot of fiery, passionate energy around. Alright. You could even meet another parent that you really hit it off with. For those of you who, and I'm not talking about just a romantic, you know, hit it off, but like a friendship hit it off. You could hit it off, you know, if you have children who play basketball, you can hit it off with another parent, and you guys become friends. And now you guys, you know, they're married, you're married, or they're booed up, you booed up. So you guys have a double date. Some of you could be upset with your child's father, because they did not show up to the basketball game. Alright, divine source, heavenly angels, benevolent spirit guides, ancestors. Right, I'll take it. Okay, look, celebrating. See, fun in the sun, celebrating with 3 of Cups, happy about it. We have the moon card. Scorpio energy just want to show up everywhere, okay? Water sign energy, period. Just wants to show up. We have the moon, all right? Things being revealed, revealed to you. Let's see what we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, man. Working hard. Some of you guys are working hard on some things. There's that devil energy. Capricorn. There's that holding back. Why the whole spread? This was in piles number 2 energy. So if you felt drawn to pile number 2 and you picked 3, I suggest that you go and watch pile number 2's energy for the month of May. Let's see. Give me a second, you guys. Let me take in the energy. Cancer energy. Knight of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, working hard. Have the 4 of Swords. This is for spiritual rest. Okay, so for some of you, give me a second. Yeah, for some of you, there's a lot of romance. Like I said, that's that passionate energy. So I feel a lot of romance, okay? Romance in the air for my pound number 3. You guys could be working hard. You may have been working hard on something. Like I said, we do have write down your dreams, and not just your sleeping dreams, but also your waking dreams. So you could be working, could have been working hard, been working with the moon cycles, been working with the new moon and full moon, with your manifestations and things. There is a need for some of you to rest here with the 4 of Swords here. You may have a lot on your mind, okay? You may just be trying to clear your mental. We have the 2 of Swords, so that is like, I feel like some of you may have pulled back from someone. We have the Devil and the 2 of Swords. We have the 2 of Swords and we have the Devil here. And then following the Devil is the 4 of Pentacles. The Devil card speaks of your lust, desires, you know, low vibrational things, addictions, and things like that. There may be some of you who have, again, like I said, decided to cut someone or something, some type of behavior that was detrimental to you, to cut that off. Alright, some of you, I ain't even gonna lie, the 2 of Swords is protection, but it's also not wanting to face the truth and see the truth in things. So it may be some of you who are struggling with that, you know, struggling with being able to see the truth of particular matters in your life. Again, some of you may be very frugal with your money. Maybe you have been seeing how much money you've been spending on things that are not even, like, doesn't bring any value to you. All right, maybe you've been feeling like you've been wasting money. You didn't work hard. Okay, you didn't work hard to get here. All right. Or maybe you have been working hard, so you want to save, because that could talk about being frugal. It could talk about holding back because you're stingy, but it can also talk about holding back because you want to save. And again, you have the Knight of Pentacles, so that's money coming in or news about money. Different ways to make money, but you're definitely working hard, which is going to cause you to need to, you know, get some rest and rejuvenate. Others of you are definitely not wanting to see the truth in a particular relationship that is toxic for you. Let me see what else we have. Those of you who may be double dating, with the Moon card here, it may be some things your friend could be blinded, right? Like your friend might not see. You know, when you're all lovey-dovey, sometimes you don't see certain things. So it may be some things that you're seeing in your friend's mate. All right, when you guys go on a double date, you may be seeing you may be seeing some things that are not, that your friend would not tolerate, For the most part, there's underlying energy of celebration. So for the most part, for the majority of you, I do see lots of celebration going out. But there are some things that a few of you are refusing to see. You don't want to see it, but Spirit is asking that you open your eyes and take a look, because it's some stuff that's going to come out. So, let's see here. This 4 of Swords here, definitely for those of you who have very active dream states, definitely make sure you write your dreams down, because when you review them, they're going to reveal a lot to you about stuff going on in your waking life that is going to help you to be able to move forward. So definitely pay attention to your dreams. That's pretty much what I'm getting for all of these cards to come out. I just see you guys working hard. Maybe, needing, since you are working hard, needing more rest so that you can see things clearly in your life and communicate to others. We have Foxglove. So I'm going to go into that for your closing message. Foxglove. Let's get into that. Yep. Look, with the fiery, Spirit be so on point with the opening and closing messages because they literally mirror each other. We have summon. So foxglove means to summon your courage. So it speaks of courage. Here we go with the fiery energy. We have a fiery connection. So that ties back to the double dating and the meeting and things like that. It stands for heart healing. Like I said, there may be some things coming up for some of you with this moon card here as to where you are healing. Some of you could have just broken up with someone and you're getting together again to celebrate, because there's a celebratory energy with this pile number 3. It's like, yeah, you have faced some things. It's almost as if like all of the stuff pile number 1 and 2 are dealing with is like you are coming out of that energy. It's like you have already dealt with some of those things and now you have gotten your fire back. Now you're ready to, have new experiences because you've closed certain chapters out in your life. So for my pile number 3, I do feel a lot of celebratory energy after overcoming some things, protecting yourself from these devils. Or some of you need to protect yourself from these devils. Okay, maybe you're not seeing. Again, this can speak of not seeing clearly. You may think someone's your friend and and they're not. So watch out for things like that. But you are protected because the 2 of Swords can definitely represent you self-protecting, all right? The 4 of Pentacles could be you holding back. Not money, but you holding back your energy from certain people. Deciding, no. I'm not going to subject myself to your energy. I'm not going to subject myself to your low vibrational behind energy, your devil ways, your addictions, your manipulation tactics, and things like that. So having the fire and the courage to step away and move away towards things that do serve you. Take a moment to envision a blossoming foxglove and breathe her powerful energy into your heart. See your heart glow with vibrant light and let it warm you, fill you, and propel you forward in your most glorious and successful future. The time is right to summon your courage and powerfully banish, dissolve, and destroy any and all cords to fears that may have been holding you back. And I feel like a lot of you, like I said, have gone through those things. I feel like this may be some past energy for some of you that you've already, dealt with, and you're like getting your mojo back. And that's why I was saying about that fiery type of energy. Listen to your heart. Act accordingly to your heart's clearest vision and fondest desires, and boldly step into the direction of your dreams. Simply choose in this moment to consciously connect with the earth and your true divine identity, and see yourself in the light of fortitude, resilience, and strength. When you do so, all fears will depart, and any form of belief in disempowerment and danger will fall away. Your heart is naturally powerful and protective beyond measure. From an energetic perspective, it is truly brighter and more vibrant than the sun. Trust your heart. Stand and act in the light of your courage. All right? Tap into that fiery energy. Okay? This is the first card out. Desire, the fire element. Some of you, literally, this just came in. Watch out, because, we do have fun in the sun. So I want you guys to make sure you're protecting yourself while you're out there in the sun. For my people who are subject to sunburn and things like that, definitely protect yourself while you're out there in the sun. Okay, because we had, where's that at? We had fun in the sun, all right? And then we have this fiery element And we know the sun can be hot. As a matter of fact, where I live at, it's going to be 90 degrees today. So, very, very hot. Make sure you're drinking lots of water as well to stay hydrated while you're out there having fun in the sun. Alright, what do we have? We have simply choose in this moment to consciously connect with the earth and your true divine identity. And see yourself in the light of fortitude, resilience, and strength. When you do so, all fears will depart and any form of belief in disempowerment and danger will fall away. Your heart is naturally powerful and protective beyond measure. From an energetic perspective, it is truly brighter and more vibrant than the sun. Trust your heart, stand and act in the light of your courage, and see all that is not of your desired vibration vanish from your pathway as if by magic. Indeed, when you live from this place, you will soon see that there is nothing in the past, present, or future that has the power to harm you or hold you back. Power number 3. The following ideas and messages may apply to what you find yourself dealing with in the month of May. So I want you to notice any that particularly call out to you as I read. Stop giving your energy to your fear. Rather, see yourself in the light of protection and strength and move forward in the directions counseled by your heart. So follow your heart. Power number 3. Like I said, your underlying energy is very celebratory. You know, it's going out and having fun. We already had fun in the sun. We had double dating. We had, going to basketball games. It's so important for my power number 3 to definitely keep yourself in a lighthearted type of energy and don't let any type of fears or nothing hold you back. All right? Stop giving away your powers to others. Do what feels right to you. Speak your truth. Live your greatness in the way only you can. A perspective shift might be all that is called for. Release cords of fear and disempowerment and live your courage. If you've noticed your thoughts and feelings developing a pattern of anxiety or fear, continually call on angels to surround you in protective light. Yeah, because some of you are really this old devil here. Definitely, I do feel like you guys are definitely, there's this energy. This could be you, your thoughts, your lower self people. But there's definitely a feeling that I get here with you all really wanting to protect yourself from those lower energies. There's a lot of need for rejuvenation here. That's what I was saying. Go out, have fun, get your rest. Just really, really do what your heart desires for my power number 3. All right. This is probably the more so lighthearted power that I've had out of power 1 and 2. This is definitely overcoming past circumstances. So remind yourself again and again, if necessary, that when you call on divine protection and trust in it, it always arrives. Do what your heart calls you to do. Act boldly. Take action in manifesting the outcome that is most desirable to you. And that's what I was saying about those of you who know about working with the moon cycles and things like that. When it comes to manifestation, you definitely want to make sure there's passion, there's desire, there's drive behind what you're doing. And for some of you, I feel like you guys are kind of self-sabotaging a little bit. You realize where you were making your mistakes at with your intent. Because the thing about manifestation, you want to make sure that intent is pure. Because whatever you put out, you get that back. So a lot of you may have seen where you were self-sabotaging. So therefore you decided to change your ways. Check your heart. And, move accordingly. Move on a more higher vibratory way of being. All right. You are more powerful than you have been realizing. Now is the time to acknowledge your vast and considerable power, then act from it without delay, and watch how miracles unfold. Some of you are worried about money. Money is coming in. And we have working hard. Some of you definitely have been working hard. And if you have been procrastinating, the Eight of, what is this? Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles is showing up to show you that it's time to no longer procrastinate. We have do not procrastinate for one moment longer. Summon your courage, decide what needs to be done, and then do it to the very best of your ability. Yeah, because I feel like, all right, my pile number 3, you guys have been through some things, right? Some of you may kind of still be in that energy of trying to overcome. Okay, don't play the victim. Don't play the victim. What did you do in the situation that caused these particular circumstances in your life to come about? I feel like you guys need a lot of empowerment. Okay, because with the Fire card coming out and this foxglove coming out, continuing to speak to you all about remembering your courage, remember your strength. Where is your heart at, you know? Where is your heart? Have heart. No, people out there in the streets be like, man, you ain't got no heart, cuz you ain't got no heart. Where is your heart, you know? Don't allow yourself to drown in self-pity or anything like that. Go out, have you some fun, and things like that. Very important for my pal number 3. Absolutely refuse to feel or act from weakness, fear, or disempowerment. Put your foot down now and choose strength. And that's basically what I was saying. And then we have all power is available to you. It only awaits your recognition, acceptance, and self-assurance. Yep, that is so true. My pile number 3. We have spend time with foxglove. Bring foxglove into your garden or take the homeopathic flower essence remedy. Pile number 3. Go out, have your fun, okay? Do what you need to do to, you know, get yourself out of this rut. For those of you who feel like you're in a rut, others of you are definitely have already overcome certain things, okay? You overcome certain debilitation. So now, you know, you're celebrating, you're going out, you're having fun. Make sure you're getting your rest. Make sure you're being accountable with your money here. Love. I definitely see love coming in. And support. All right. Support is all around you. So blessings to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. May you all have a very blessed month of May. And if you like the messages, be sure to subscribe. Peace, love, and light. And I will catch you guys again soon.